Hi Aquarius, welcome to your monthly readings. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of September, I'm offering a special called the Sear, which is a reading that brings together both oracle and tarot cards. And I'll also still be doing the channeled spirit guides message through Facebook. And that's a reading that is going to be delivered in written form on Facebook chat, and it's available through a $7 donation, and you can have an area of life of your choosing you would like the spiritual message to be about. And if you'd like to know more details about those or any other of my tarot services, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is down below, and as well my Facebook and Instagram page. So, Aquarius, I do feel like this month of September brings a lot of benefits. I feel like you're reaping benefits from multiple sources and ways into achieving things you long to achieve, and you have actually worked hard to achieve. I feel like there has been a lack of support or a lack of, let's say, help and assistance, right, in having those channels of help working properly towards you. And I feel like the month of September, things start flowing back to you in a much more abundant manner, in a way that it's less challenging. I do feel like the month of September is all about overcoming of barriers, overcoming over delays, and freedom is the release of some chains that have been holding you back, things that have been in the back burner, things that have been behind the scenes, things that you have been as well unaware of. They are going to come to the light during the month of September, and I feel like the majority of those facts that are coming to the light and that you are realizing what they're really about are actually positive ones. The majority of it, they are going to be a source of empowerment and reinforcement of your plans. I feel like your plans towards the exploration of different possibilities and opportunities, again, they have been suffering some delays or stress associated with planning, with moving forward. And even though you might still be swinging between one thing and the other, the new chances, the results that start to appear, the concrete forms of thinking that you start to apply into those visions, at the same time, you're still battling with a sense of doubt or insecurity that those delays brought to you. And I think that, again, the month is all about overcoming of barriers. Some of them self-imposed by you, and others as well that you have been, it's like walls you have been hitting in progressing into the things you want to progress. I do feel like some of it could be associated with travel, your urge to travel, or your urge to do something different, your urge to relocate, your urge to discover new places, either literally or, again, in terms of your own spiritual journey. It could be that you have felt spiritually blocked or spiritually held back, like you couldn't get something, you couldn't understand something, a process you were in. And I feel like having this high priestess in the soul position. This is a very spiritual oriented energy, and in the soul position, I feel like it's offering you a lot of opportunities to have a glimpse, right, into what has been occult, into what has been veiled from your understanding. You're quite intuitive during this month. You're quite tuned into your psychic senses, and you're going to be able to make sense of those. I feel like even if you have been, of course, intuitively working in that development on your intuitive capabilities, I feel like the quest has been hard or long or slow to get you towards the process of illumination, right, of making sense of that journey you have been in, especially a journey that has been in conflict or conflicted with choices, like feeling like you have reached a crossroads in that spiritual journey, not really understanding what to do, where to go, what's the right choice for you, where you're meant to be. I feel like you are going to unravel gradually. It's still kind of a step-by-step process, but for those that have been in this process for quite a time. I feel like September is forthcoming in results and receiving facts. There's something about here studies, or if it's not an actual sense of study, spiritual studies or studies into subjects that help you get where you want to go, or help you get the clarification you need. It could be that you're studying, right, facts, your life, you're studying the psyche, you're studying and analyzing your motivations and observing a lot of what's happening around you and taking that in and listening as well to that inner voice of yours. I feel like you have this inner knowing of things and how things will happen, and maybe you have been concerned with the timing. You have been concerned with the timing. You have been concerning with how and when in reality it's like you don't need to, because things are just going to happen naturally. One thing after the other is going to happen, and you will adapt accordingly as things happen. I feel like there are things that feel like have been out of your hands, out of your control, and this might have been part of why the challenge has been here presented, is that maybe you haven't felt like you could control as much as we are used to control the way we navigate in life, where we're like choosing where to go, which job suits us, which relationship we should be in, if this is right or wrong. So usually we have a lot of control over those decisions, and it's not that you don't have, it's that there has been, or maybe there still is, this nagging feeling that you must wait for the right thing to happen, the click, right, to make you understand what it is, where to be, who to be with, where to go, what to do. It's like unfolding. There's a lot of things unfolding here for you. And I think that as well for other Aquarius, family and society plays a huge role on both positively and negatively on how all of this cycle has been. I feel like there is a cycle that is completing here associated with family dynamics. You do have the Ten of Pentacles in your unconscious aspect for the month, so things you might be aware of during this month of September. And the Ten of Pentacles again brings here the suggestion of you actually being involved without maybe planning to, or without really realizing. You end up being quite involved in family dynamics or dynamics that have to deal with society, status. It's like putting yourself out there and being involved in things in a more public fashion, or in a way that you put yourself out there. Like the things you want to do work-wise, or the things you want to do for your own growth and interests, or whatever you're looking for, Aquarius. I feel like it's September brings that notion that the period of the Hermit has ended, and now it's time to jump into Libra season. I feel like this might be a lot about Libra season, the transition between Virgo into Libra, which is to put you out there in the world and socialize and relate and connect with people that can help you, people that can enhance, again, your status, or enhance what you were currently interested in doing. I do not feel at all that your journey ahead is a lonely one, or is just by yourself. I feel like what you will be doing in the next months ahead has a lot to deal with people. So if you are not a people person, or if you have not considered that maybe what you're about to do or meant to do involves a dynamic of a group or a community, or just dealing with a lot of people, it could be that that's the surprising factor that you might discover, is that actually you're meant to be out there. I also feel like if you want to enhance your power, your influence in the world, you need to be out there in the field, which means that some of you that have wanted to help, or be involved in causes, or wanted to do things to the betterment of this world and society, it's not enough to be behind a computer and doing so. It's not that it doesn't help. Actually, it does quite a lot. And there's this beautiful platforms nowadays as YouTube where we can definitely do that. I myself identify my work, what I'm doing here on YouTube, as a part of my service to the world. But I feel like it's not enough in terms of that some of you have been too, let's say, involved just in your personal sphere or in your personal world, maybe not opening up as much to what's out there, and what's out there can help you, can bring just that element that was missing before. I feel like for Aquarius concerned with family or with finances, I feel like there is a lot of, again, benefits here coming from those around you. It could be that family is a source of help, financially wise, or in terms of other type of resources that add value to our sense of self. And it could be that your family will be a source of help to you, but it could also be that you are a source of help to them. And usually this is actually a mutual energy. I also feel like you can, there's something here about inheritance. It could be that you can discover that there is an inheritance of some sorts to you, or that you have an inheritance that you have, either financially or in terms of property or in terms of legacy of what your family has given to you, that somehow is the key to unfold the mysteries you have been dealing with. I feel like there's this mysterious tone about your life, Aquarius. It could be that it's just a new thing, something that has just happened. But it could also be that there's this sense of you missing the piece of something, right? It's like, again, missing the piece of a puzzle, of a complex web here of understanding of how things have come to the point of how they are in your life. I feel like family or your inheritance, what you have inherited from your ancestors, let's say, play a huge part into what you're meant to discover as well. Maybe you might discover again, facts of your background, of where you have come from, facts of what's really behind you that you might be, of course, unconscious of, that can have this freeing force into your, again, psychic senses. It's like maybe you can understand that a lot of who you are and a lot of the things you're dealing with, it could be due to family karma, or it could be due to family, convention, expectations, things you were taught, things you were conditioned by, that are affecting you and have been affecting you. But I do feel like actually this influence of the legacy here is more positive one. It just might be that, again, it's surprising to you. It could also be that you are keeping secrets from your family or from those you are around. It could be that you are still a little bit withdrawn into your world. You're just coming out of the shadows, I feel, into connecting, or into just developing more balanced relationships. I feel like you have been a lot in the dark, or you have been a lot of, withdrawn from sharing of your inner wisdom, from sharing of your ideas, from sharing of your feelings. It could be that you have been quite guarded. And communication seems to be as well a focus here. Communication from the heart, communication from things you have from things you have kept inside of you, that maybe it's time to be free, to allow them to be free from you, so you can breathe in a different way, in an easier way. I also feel that, again, as you go into October, planning, exploration of different options out there. It could be that you're involved in a business partnership, or torn between leaving something behind or staying where you are. And I feel like you are aware that what comes next is much more of a source of inspiration than to just settle what you have currently found. I feel like there are decisions ahead again as we go into October, decisions about moving forward and about change of scenario, change of paradigm. And maybe that's why the world is here as well in your conscious position, is that you are aware during September that a chapter has ended. And I think that it will end in an excellent mark, meaning that aside of what's going on, you have gained much more than what you have lost. That's another message here. Whatever you feel you have lost, you are going to turn that into a gain. Hence again, the message of benefits, reaping benefits from hard work, from lessons, from your personal development, from things that you have endured. And now you're going to see the bright aspects of it, or the silver lining of all of it. So I hope you have a great month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.